In the 1600s, Manchester was a small town, standing on the edge of major change. Not yet an industrial giant, yet no longer a quiet medieval settlement either. By the mid-17th century, only a few thousand people lived within these tight streets. Here, I use modern AI tools to bring old paintings and prints to life. Cloth, trade, and the rivers were already shaping Manchester's future direction. We can shift perspective, change angles, and move through these scenes in new ways. It lets us walk into Manchester as it appeared 4 centuries ago. First, we begin with the heart of the town itself, Market Place, the old core.
In the early 1600s, Manchester's marketplace is crowded, intensely alive.
The ground is uneven, packed earth, scattered stone and mud where carts pass.
This square is the main gathering point, trade and talk, all in one place.
Cloth merchants lay out woolen goods in full view, Manchester already trading outward.
Nearby, butchers work fast, flies gather, voices bargain as carts creak past.
Above it all, church bells mark the hours, cutting through constant movement. The air is thick, damp wool, smoke and livestock. Nothing here feels quiet.
Children dart between adults, dogs know scraps. Crowds bring risk as well as trade.
Fire is a constant fear. Open hearths burn in so many timber homes, so close together. Disease moves easily through packed streets, especially in harsh winters or failed harvest years. Officials try to keep order here, but enforcement is limited and rules are hard to hold. This market ties Manchester to Lancashire farms and to buyers across England beyond.
Later, this medieval layout vanishes. Streets widen, stone replaces timber. Little remains.
Now we leave the square toward the River Irwell, flowing past Manchester's edge. The banks are muddy and irregular, simple wooden bridges spanning the water.
Officials try to keep order here, but enforcement is limited and rules are hard to hold.
By the 1600s, the river is essential. Washing, watering animals, carrying goods. You can sense it. Water against the banks, hooves thudding over the wooden bridge. The smell is sharp, river mud mixed with waste. This is not clean water.
Flooding is a constant worry. Heavy rains can swallow paths and damage nearby homes. Pollution builds as the town grows. Few yet imagine how much worse it will become.
The Irwell matters because it makes trade possible, linking routes toward Liverpool and the sea. Later centuries straighten and industrialize this river, yet it still defines the region today. Now the collegiate church rises ahead, Manchester's spiritual anchor in the early 1600s. Its tower stands over timber houses, and the churchyard is crowded tightly with graves. Bells echo across town as worshippers arrive on foot, wrapped in heavy wool cloaks. Inside, candlelight flickers on carved wood, warm shadows moving over faces and stone. But this is also a place of tension. England divided, loyalties splitting in the 1640s.
Sermons carry political weight, religion shaping law, education, and daily life in town.
Later restorations will alter this interior. yet the place still anchors memory today. Next, Deansgate, the main north-south street. Narrow, busy, following an ancient Roman road. Carts crawl through tight corners. Merchants lead pack horses loaded with cloth.
Iron shoes strike stone. Shouts warn people to clear the way as traffic squeezes past.
Waste is thrown into the street, uncomfortable by day, risky after dark. Crime is a concern. Pickpockets work crowds, while watchmen patrol with lanterns and staves. Deansgate matters because it channels movement and trade, its route surviving through centuries. Now, inside a cloth workshop, small, close, and filled with steady work. Manchester is already known for weaving, loom clacking like a heartbeat, hour after hour. Wool dust hangs in the air, families work where they live, children carding, women spinning thread. The danger is economic. Bad harvests mean less wool, and market shifts can ruin a household. This labour lays foundations. Long before factories, skills and networks are already forming. Later mechanisation transforms everything. These workshops vanish, but they mark the origin.
Now Manchester in the Civil War, tense, guarded, barricades rising in the streets.
Militia drill under watchful eyes. Manchester backing Parliament as siege threatens in 1642.
Cannons sit on nearby hills, threatening rooftops and defences from above. Civilians crowd behind barricades, gunfire echoing across fields and rooftops. The siege hardens identity. Later, the fortifications go, but the memory lingers. Beyond the town, fields and farms begin. Hedgerows, small plots, cattle grazing slowly.
Even in the 1600s, many residents farm part-time. Town life still deeply rural.
The town depends on these fields. Bad weather can mean hunger, and prices rise fast.
Later expansion swallows this land. Fields buried beneath streets and buildings. Back near the market, a tavern, low-ceilinged, smoky, fire burning at one end. Taverns are social hubs. Ale flows, deals are struck, and rumours travel faster than news.
It can turn loud, smoke stings eyes, authorities fear disorder, and punishments can be harsh.
These rooms matter, spreading ideas and politics, roots of a pub culture that persists. At night, darkness closes in, few streetlights, only faint candle glow behind small panes. The town feels smaller and more dangerous. Watchmen patrol with lanterns, listening for trouble. Fire is the greatest fear. One spark can destroy whole streets in minutes.
Night reveals vulnerability. Order depends on trust, routine, and luck.
By century's end, trade networks expand, population grows, pulling the town towards something larger.
No one imagines steam engines or vast factories, yet the foundations are already laid. From here, the past feels close, as if these streets could still be reached. Through AI reconstruction, these streets and voices return, if only briefly.
If there's another city, moment, or scene you'd like, tell me in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching and for being here.